It's Saturday, the weekend is here, and my main message today is something has to happen, something has to be done about driver safety. We shouldn't have to switch on our computers, switch on our cell phones, open up the newspapers and find out another day, another driver, another assault, another injury. It just goes on and on and on and on, while the people on the top are not spending the time and the money on safety. So Dara, Khosrowshahi, I call you out. Set up a safety fund for drivers yesterday, right? I even gave you a name for it. Why don't you call it the UDSF, Uber Driver Safety Fund? A few cents of each trip towards this fund. Just a few cents of each trip that is conducted around the nation goes into a fund, because there are a lot of drivers like Miguel Ochoa from Arizona, hard worker out of Phoenix, that got kicked in the face repeatedly. Guess by whom? Of course, a drunk passenger. And the fact that Scottsdale police hasn't charged this drunk passenger yet is a shame, right? And this happened in October. So I asked, what's holding up the Scottsdale police? Why are you not filing charges on the Uber passenger? Can't you see distinctly, clearly what's going on here? Right? What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for in Scottsdale there? Right? So he's reached out through the media. He's called for Dara Khosrowshahi's help. He's called for Uber's help. No reply. Basically, Uber said he's on his own. It has nothing to do with us. It has everything to do with Uber. It has everything to do with the CEO, Dara Khosrowshahi, because you fail your workforce when it comes to safety, right? Now, letting a drunk passenger in the car, you always know you have to be on the alert. You have to be super careful, right? When people are drunk, they get out of control. Reinhard Schikora, viele Grüße aus Deutschland. Wie geht's? Deutschland, Germany. Good. We hope you're doing well in Germany, Reinhard. Ich habe gehört, dass die Covid-Sache nicht so gut läuft, aber hier in Amerika ist es 10-mal schlimmer. Anyway, shout out to my, we're in Germany, by the way, Reinhard. So this here, my friends, is unacceptable, and something has to change. And the only people that can change it are the people on top at Uber or Lyft. Lindau, love that place. Very cool. Can't wait to get back to Europe next year when the pandemic's over. So Uber offered no help to Miguel Ochoa, no help to his family. He's basically on his own after this passenger repeatedly kicked the driver in his face, broke his nose, broke multiple bones. Uber's like, nope, got nothing to do with that, right? You have to set up an Uber safety fund, and even if it's 1 or 2 cents on every single trip that goes into the fund, because there's a lot of people like Miguel who've bust their balls working for Uber, driving, making the money. But when he needs them, they are not there for him. They're not there for his family. And it reflects poorly on Dara Khosrowshahi, who's sitting there for the $42 million salary. He has his private insurance. How does he get his private insurance and all of that paid? Through hardworking drivers like Miguel Ochoa in Arizona, right? So Miguel, I would suggest your family, please set up a GoFundMe page. Miguel, I'm sure you will get this video at some point. Please set up a GoFundMe page, and then let me help you and others promote that GoFundMe page. I can't set it up for you. Not monies that I want to take on your behalf. You go set up the GoFundMe page. We will help you, because obviously Uber and Dara Khosrowshahi are not helping their drivers. And Dara and Logan Green and John Zimmer, Tony West, all of you thugs, if you are listening, set up an Uber driver safety fund. set up a Lyft driver safety fund and start putting a few cents of every trip into that fund so that people like this don't have to suffer, right? They have gone out there, they've put their lives on the line, our lives on the line for you, for your company to pay your supersonic salaries, and you cannot even give them the courtesy of backing them after a terrible accident like this. It's unacceptable. It's completely unacceptable to me, and I got to call them out. And I'm asking Miguel Ochoa, please set up a GoFundMe page. Let all the YouTube heavy hitters promote, make a video for you. I'm the first one. And let's get money into that fund and let's help you towards your surgeries, because this should not happen to anyone. And that thug that kicked his face in, you know who you are. You'll come across this video. Wait till we have your name. Wait till we find out, until you finally charge. Wait until your name, your mug, your face is out there. We will dedicate another video to you. Shame on you, you weakling. Get alcohol. And then he said to the policeman, this guy is a joke. He's kicking in his face. He had blood all over his pants, the passenger. The policeman asked him, where did that blood come from? That guy over there, he's a joke. Basically, why is this person not charged, Scottsdale Police? Shame on Scottsdale Police for not doing their job correctly. And wait until we have this MF's name and his face, right? We're not going to kick him in the face. We're going to kick him in the face in the media. We're going to expose him for the weakling he is. He's been drinking all night long, and then you have to go and kick a person in the face till oblivion, until every bone in his face is broken. That shows your true character. And we are going to expose, we're going to put the lights on this cockroach who kicked his face in. Mark my words, that I will dedicate that to you and to Miguel, and shame this person with multiple videos so people can see who you are, right? Because this person who's not been charged yet, right? His day of reckoning is coming. His day, he's going to lose his job. By the way, the guy that did all those racist remarks in Issaquah, Washington yesterday, he lost his job. His wife lost her job, and they had to apologize, you know, and he blamed it on the alcohol. Alcohol, oh, it's the alcohol. No, you know, it was the alcohol. It wasn't me, it was the alcohol. Darius Moore, so sad. Poor guy, man. This is why I don't drive at night too much. I just do a lot of Uber Eats. That's smart, Darius, because, you know, nighttime the problems come out, right? Reinhardt says, F Uber and Lyft. I'm happy not to drive anymore for them. I retired and I'll stay and enjoy my life in Germany, but I'll stay your fan. Thumbs up. Thank you. Danke, Deutschland. Danke, Reinhard Schikola. Danke, Lindau. So let's get his name. Help me get his name. Miguel Ochoa set up a GoFundMe page so we can help you, so we can support you. All the YouTubers, I'm sure, will make a video and help you, right? The year 2020 has not been kind to Miguel Ochoa. 46-year-old suffered serious symptoms after contracting COVID-19. So he contracts COVID-19 and lost his clothing store due to the pandemic. So he gets COVID, he lost his clothing store. Then he starts driving for Uber to make ends up meet, and was trying to complete a quota for a cash bonus when he received a ride request near Phoenix Rising Stadium after 11 p.m. at nighttime, October the 24th. He picked up two men. They were acting rowdy, and Ochoa said he was more concerned about reaching his quota. Ochoa was driving south on Scottsdale Road for about 5 minutes when one of the passengers punched him in the back of his head, causing the car to swerve into another lane. Angry and confused, Ochoa regained control of the vehicle, pulled over, telling the men that the ride was over and they needed to get out, right? That's obviously, then for them, those drunk people would say, it's game on. It's game on. He said the two men seemed confused as to why Ochoa was upset. They refused to leave and told him to keep going. Ochoa eventually exited the car himself and opened a passenger side door while repeating his demand. The two eventually complied. When the man who initially struck Ochoa tried goading him into a fight, Ochoa told the Arizona public what happened next. He said he turned around to re-enter his car when the man shoved him. Ochoa tried shoving the man back, but tripped when the man kicked him in the face. The man hit him again and again and again, kicked him in the face. Pain screamed across his face with every strike. Ochoa thought he was going to die. The guy wasn't really stopping, Ochoa said during a phone interview. I was praying to God that he'd stop, but he just kept hitting me. Attorneys, step up. Find out who this guy is, subpoena his name, and go after him. Another man driving a golf cart eventually saw the assault and intervened. That man then flagged down a nearby police cruiser. Bloody shoes and slurred speech. According to Scottsdale police report, an officer noticed blood on the alleged assailant, the passenger's shoes and pants, and asked the man where it had come from. It happens, the man responded. It happens, the Uber passenger responded. The officer then pointed at Ochoa and asked what happened to him. The man muttered, "This guy, man, and this guy is a joke." So the drunk passenger, blood on his pants, kicked the guy's face in, pointing at the guy, says, "This guy is a joke." Police identified the alleged assailant in the report, but the Republic is not naming him because nearly a month after the incident, Scottsdale police have not yet recommended any charges to the Maricopa County Attorney's Office. Why? Why Maricopa? Why have there not been charges? Are you covering for one of your boys? Are you covering for one of the people that's working at Maricopa County? Are you covering for an ex-police officer? What's going on here? What the fuck is going on? According to the officer, the man's speech was slurred and he gave off a strong scent of alcohol as he spoke. The officer consulted with the other officers who had interviewed Ochoa and witnesses before returning to place the man under arrest. According to the police report, the man interrupted the officer as he was being read his Miranda rights, saying, "I would be more than willing to give him a lot of money to get away." That's a bribe. I would be more than willing to give him a lot of money. Like, what do you call a lot of money? Then he said, "I don't know what that means," according to the report. After that, he says, "I don't know what that means." The man later told the officer that Ochoa attacked him and his friend though the officer didn't notice any injuries on the man. The report says the man was booked into jail and released several hours later on his own recognizance. Sergeant Ben Hoster, police department spokesman, told the Republic that the investigation was ongoing and charges were pending. What's holding you up, Sergeant Ben Hoster? What's holding you up? What's holding you guys up there at Scottsdale Police Station? It's November. This happened in October. No charges yet. It's unclear what, if anything, happened to the man's companion. Very interesting. No charges. I think it's pretty evident what happened, right? A passenger kicked the guy in the face. He turns to Uber. Uber's not coming to his aid. Police haven't done their job. So, yeah, I think, Robin, good question. Would COVA cover him? Yeah, if he was on the COVA plan, they would cover 80% of his lost wages. They're not going to cover his medical insurance. That's what a medical insurance is. He doesn't have a medical insurance. So this guy needs to get himself a good attorney, and he has to subpoena the names, because they're obviously not relinquishing the names. He'd have to get an attorney to file a complaint, get the names of the people, and then file a lawsuit on the people for injuries, assault, PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, etc., etc., etc. So, but the bigger picture here is that not enough has been done about safety. They need to come up with more safety mechanisms at Uber and Lyft. And I don't see any driver safety fund. Why don't, out of every trip, maybe 3 cents, every single trip in the United States, why don't you put 3 cents into a safety fund, right? Because you're not paying medical insurance anyway, right? You're bypassing that because you're skirting the laws, you're misclassifying drivers. So you're not offering them medical insurance, right? But at least create some sort of safety fund for people that have a rainy day. And I feel sorry for the guy. I mean, he lost his company. He got COVID, and then he gets surgery, got multiple kicks in his face. Bring me the name of the person that kicked him in the face. Let's get his name so we can put his face out there on social media and we can shame him. And then secondly, Uber, Dara, Khosrowshahi, wake up, get the safety fund going. Logan Green, John Zimmer, wake up, get a safety fund going. And Miguel Ochoa or your family, set up a GoFundMe page so we can help you promote it and raise monies for you. Everyone, you have a great weekend. I hope that Miguel reaches out to us. Also in the news, this guy, you saw him. He made headlines everywhere. This guy who wanted to piss into a driver's car and called the Kenyan, the African, the N-word multiple times, complete racist. Blames on the alcohol, says he was drunk, but he apologizes. He lost his job. His wife lost his job. Their whole life has been turned upside down. And he gets to look in the mirror and see, who he is. He's a racist and he needs to change. Hopefully he can turn that into something better. Hopefully he can learn from that. Right? I will be back on Monday. I truly hope Miguel Ochoa comes across the video or somebody shares it with him. I have a lot of subscribers and fans out in Arizona. I've been out there many a times. I know Scottsdale well. I know Phoenix well. I know Sedona well, Tucson well. I've lived in Arizona and Scottsdale for about 4 months. I know the place well. So if we can help you, please reach out to us. Let's promote your GoFundMe page. Set it up. Robin says no ID for riders, just drivers. Wrong. Completely wrong. No ID for riders, just for drivers. That needs to change, right? The system needs to change. They need to tighten up their safety net, right? This cannot happen again and again and again. And again, Scottsdale police, I call on you. Act. Why hasn't the person been charged? Is someone covering for someone? This shouldn't take you a month. It's over a month ago. 1 month exactly. And they still haven't filed charges. Get the name, however you can get the name, get me the name so we can put this Uber passenger's face on the screen and we can shame the MF. I don't want to say the name because then I have to, I basically block out all the advertising. I would like to tell the guy what MF means. He knows who he is. So be safe, everyone. We're going to be back on Our House Mondays. Saturday, beautiful day today. Get out there, make money. And as always, get yourself your masks. Make sure you're wearing them, everyone. Make sure your car is sanitized, clean. Make sure you have a box of masks in your car for any passenger that doesn't have one. Have a great day. Thanks, Robin. Thanks, Reinhard. Thanks, Darius. You guys have an amazing weekend, and to everyone else, hit the thumbs up, please. Appreciate you guys. Happy weekend.